enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Einstein? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Box 8 Boys podcast. You already know what it is. I'm your host, Steven Zamora. You can follow me on Twitter at Zamora_NBA. Today, we are joined by the Os man. Once again, how you doing, Os?
I'm doing beautiful. Can't complain. Lots been going on, lots to talk about, and I'm just glad to be here.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to get into it again with you guys. Next, we got, you can follow him at King Sanchez70 on Twitter. It's your boy, Jacob. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just got back into town. Obviously, I was in Colorado for the IRL pod, so yeah, just happy to be back home finally.
That's so good to hear, man. I'm glad you made it home safe, man. That's a long drive, so thank you. I appreciate that you come all the way down here to hang with us, man. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love
all right,
recording
and last but
everything
not
with you
least, we're
folks.
joined again today by the boy at _Bobby Ches. Go ahead and follow him on Twitter. What's going on with you, Bobby? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you guys again. It was nice to see you guys last night. I was just, beautiful weather today. Outside, got to do some yard work and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
That's what's up, man. All right. So since we got Bobby here and, you guys got to hear us, give each other some questions a couple episodes ago. So since we got Bob here on the line with us, we thought we'd hit Bob with some questions this time so you guys get to know him a little bit, see his point of view on some things. Anybody want to kick us off with a good question first? Or
I'll kick us off with a good question.
Let's do it. Jake, hit him one.
I got one for you, Bobby. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
My grandpa once told me, he said, if you can control like your mind, you can control the way things happen. So like your actions, the things that you could control, right? Like if you could control your mind, you can control a lot of things. So I try to, think about that stuff. And it's helped me, I think.
That's a very hard thing to do, I would say. Controlling one's thoughts, that's kind of a lifelong endeavor. I guess that's the goal, right? Is to be in complete control of your emotions and your thoughts and stuff. So I think that's a good advice, and it also sounds like something that a lot of people never truly figure out. So for you to be,
and it's also given me a life of anxiety.
Have you ever
anxiety?
Had a situation where you had to use that advice, or like you felt like you did it, and then you were like, "Oh, that's the advice that I listened to one time."
Yeah, I think anytime I'm trying to push through stuff, I think, I've been through some pretty crazy situations in my life, and I've had to lean on that stuff. I've had to lean you got to be stronger than your situation, because there's been, like I said, some pretty rough situations that I've been in that like could have tailspinned my life into a deep hole. But I kind of just remembered that. I remembered that you got to control how you react to certain things, because life's going to deal you bad cards and messed up cards, and you just got to roll with the punches.
Okay, so what is your favorite thing about yourself?
How cute I am. No, I'm just kidding.
That's my favorite thing about you, baby.
Oh, it just turned into a crazy topic.
It's a sexy pod.
Don't worry about it. Sexy talk.
Box sex, boys.
Yeah. No, I think my favorite thing about myself is just how like determined I am with things. I feel like if I don't know, I feel like I can't be shaken with like situations in life. Like I said, I think my upbringing was pretty rough, and then even when I got older, I got dealt with a really hard hand, and yet I still persevered through all that. So I think my perseverance.
Yeah, I would say that's the one thing that I definitely do find inspirational about you, and that's one of my favorite qualities of yours as well. And would you say, because for the people that don't know Bobby out here, he's very connected to God and stuff. So, do you think is that where that comes from? Do you think it comes from your faith, or where does that come from? That that perseverance that you have.
Yeah, I definitely think it's from my faith, and I think just from my dad and my uncles and my grandpa. They used to really like just constantly put that in my head. Like, man, you're not soft. Like you gotta pick your boots up and go to work. You got to do it no matter what happens. No matter what happens with life, just pick yourself up and go again and keep going. I think I heard on the earlier podcast where Steve said, "This too shall pass." That's kind of the same kind of thinking is, there's always going to be the sunshine at the end of a storm. So,
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, it's good to have that.
Every bit of sunshine, there's going to be a rainstorm at some point too. Just life, just how it goes.
There's a cool quote that I heard from like the Navajo tribe, where it talks about they don't run from the storm, instead they run to it, and that way you could get through it faster. And that sticks with me as well. So,
all right, man. I got a good question for you, dog. One kind of take it off the serious. What's at the top of your bucket list?
Oh, that's good. I think to sit courtside at like a Nuggets game or something like that. I think that's
fun.
Like being able to say what's up to like the team and shit afterwards, or
that's something we got to put on our list too. We were talking about yesterday, how the things we could do together. We got to go to a game, like close up game.
Yeah, I think for me, like the last time I took Luciano, my son, to a game, and we were like pretty close. I was like, man, it'd be sick to sit courtside one time in my life. Like, I think that would be sick.
That'd be sick.
That'd be really fun, man.
Sitting there for one of the championship games.
Oh, the playoffs? Oh, goddamn, that would be lit, dog.
Yeah. For Game 7, dog, for them to win it all in Denver, dog, that'd be tight.
That'd be crazy. How Jokic hit a game winner or something.
The whole crowd, the whole stadium just moves.
Jamal hits one of those step back threes and then shoots a blue arrow right into my heart. I'd be like, oh.
I love you, Jamal.
I'll pull out one of those hand hearts.
Oh, yeah. You got another question for him, Mos?
Sure. Let me see. What is the sneakiest thing you ever did as a child?
Try to smoke cigarettes.
But you mean you were unsuccessful?
Yeah, I eventually got caught. I remember, so I would wait for my grandma and them to like throw their cigarettes out. And like especially at night, because you could see the little glow of the cigarette, and we'd go. Me and my sister, we'd go run out and grab the leftover cigarette, and we'd go start smoking it. And one time we got caught, and my grandma Femia, she made us smoke a whole freaking thing of cigarettes, and I got through 2 of them. I was like, oh no, I'm never doing that again.
That's beautiful.
All right, Bob, you got any questions for the gang that you might want to know about?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Right.
If you could be any superhero, who would you be?
Damn,
Who wants to go first? Jake, Flash?
Yeah, easy.
Why Flash? Just to run everywhere?
Fast. Super fast, super metabolism, heal pretty fast. You could time travel. In theory, you could pop through other universes and stuff.
Nice. I would never.
Like you'd be able to explore whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want.
You got to practice running for a long ass time before you can start traveling.
Well, that's fine shit. I would do that rest of my life and then figure out how to do that.
That's I've never actually heard anyone say that. So to hear
It's actually
well
pretty
developed,
powerful if you think about it. Like all this.
yeah, hell yeah.
That shit surprised me.
Apple does all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Who's powerful? Powerful.
What about you using more?
Does it have to be like an American superhero?
Are you talking about like a fucking like Goku?
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about? Is Goku?
Yeah.
I consider him a hero.
Yeah. He's a hero, man.
They
I
have
don't even
Dragon
have
Ball
to fly everywhere. I
superhero.
could just go like this and be anywhere I
Instant
want to.
transmission. Yeah.
Yeah. And then nobody in the whole universe kick my ass.
I think Goku's cheating because I think everyone would want to be Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do just stick with superhero.
Like American superheroes.
Or like you get whatever kind of superhero. I don't give a shit. Like
Superman's the same thing. That's cheating then too.
Yeah, well, that's
That's what I was thinking at first, and I was like, Goku's.
But
if I hold a piece of fucking green rock to you, you're just gonna fucking sit there and fold.
Green Lantern would be tight too. That would be a cool fucking.
That would be
tight.
power.
That'd be
Make
sick.
anything
think-
with your mind.
I think he's the most like underrated
Green Lantern.
like super. Yeah, like no one really likes him. Like I don't never hear.
That's a
anyone
really
like
cool universe. Like all the lanterns, like all the different types of lanterns and shit.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
everybody
really
from
cool
different
universe.
galaxies.
I can always
and
identify my
sections of the
ops right
universe.
away because they're like fucking decked out in yellow or some shit, and I'm like Grove Street as fuck.
And foods are malice. What's yellow? What's yellow?
Fear.
Fear. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they use fear, huh? That's that.
They see like all that
What
shit
would
like
you be, Else?
underrated. Like any of the lands are tight. Yeah.
Me?
What would you do?
Yeah.
I'll probably just be the Hulk. I think being able to punch the shit out of stuff and being as angry as possible, and that's like your thing. I think that'd be fucking my dream.
What about like Batman, dog? That'd be tight. You could be Batman right now if you wanted.
Or maybe fuck. I don't know.
And just go take fucking your
Just,
anger out on criminals.
just a rich ass orphan.
You know who else is tight is Mr. Manhattan. I don't know if he's a hero, but
That's
that's crazy. Like being able to just like create matter with your fucking brain.
in the movie when that food just like whips that whole like mechanism out of the
Out of Mars, huh?
That shit is hard.
Has breathable air on Mars and shit.
And how that fool could just be anywhere he wants, like with clones and fucking.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I think powers like that, even like what Doctor Strange could do a little bit, like with his astral projection and all that kind of stuff. Like Doctor Strange could do a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is powerful as hell. Scarlet Witch.
Black Panther would be pretty tight, or Spider-Man.
Black Panther's biggest asset is that motherfucker's wealth. That fool is mad rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the richest hero, I think, in all comics.
He's the richest fictional character.
Yeah. Whole mountain. He just lives on a land full of vibranium.
Yeah, he lives on money. That's what he lives on.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let me
Okay.
answer it. I would be Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's an American superhero. You remember that fool with the his 2x4?
I'd be John Cena.
No.
Oh yeah. That's
no.
right.
No, but I would be Thor. I like Thor.
Thor's
That's
tight.
tight, yeah.
That would be
Thor's-
tight.
That's a tight ass one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The God of Thunder.
That'd be tight. All right. Well, I think it's time for a good break, guys. So we're gonna take a quick one. We'll be right back with you guys after a quick word from our sponsors. O says "fuck you," but he doesn't mean it. We love you. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry for interrupting the broadcast, but I had to get your quick attention. All right. I got a homie. He makes these wonderful shirts. If you like this shirt I got going on, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray as the White Man Can't Jump cover. When I saw this, I was like, I gotta have that. So to get yours, you gotta go to Lurk Designs. All right, that's lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. Check out some of his work, man. I'm telling you, he makes the best graphics. And on top of that, the t-shirts are super comfortable. They're a great fit. Go check him out right now. I'm telling you. As soon as you're done with this podcast, go get you some Lurk, man, because you ain't right without it. Welcome back, everybody, to segment 2. Thank you so much for listening. By the way, remember to go ahead and follow us on all the socials, the Instagram, the Twitter, TikTok, any social platform, we're on it. That's where we post all of our clips, all of our little content that we do, little shorts. We just did a Carolina Reaper challenge that's going to be on YouTube, and we're going to have clips of it on TikTok and Instagram. Everywhere you guys have socials, we're going to be there. We're going to have our questions of the day. After every episode that we do, we have a question that we want you guys to respond to. So this time, on the last one, we asked, what is a conspiracy that you guys would like to know the ins about, right? Like, what would you want to be on the inside track on? If there's aliens, do you want to be the one who knows there's aliens? Do you want to be best friends with Bigfoot? Do you want to, stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So that was the question. So we just want to go through some of our favorite conspiracies. My favorite personally is that birds aren't real. I think that shit is 100% true.
You think they're drones or what?
I know they're drones, as a matter of fact.
How you know they're drones?
Don't use that think word, all right? We're not thinking that.
Hey,
I know that shit.
How you know they're drones?
I've seen a fucking bird before I saw the internet, before I saw a computer.
No, man, you don't know that.
Hey man, I hit a bird once, dog.
They used to
highway dog, and I saw like a puff of feathers and red on my car.
Yeah,
they used to see
robot blood. That's oil.
They used to send notes via bird.
Yeah.
Before the internet.
Birds
I heard about
aren't supposed to be
pigeons
that smart.
sending
that was
messages, dog.
Drone. Huh?
Pigeons and messages, dog. That wasn't a drone, dog. Back in the day.
It might be. I don't know. I mean, you guys are convincing me otherwise. You guys might be right. I don't know. You guys are building a pretty fucking solid case here.
Well, there goes that conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm all confused now. I don't know.
I seen birds in paintings that go way before the internet and anything like that.
Drone's been around a long time.
Birds have yes.
Not in the 1800s.
I know. I can't do that no more, man.
The way that there's kids that think that, huh?
Oh yeah.
I think one of my little sisters-in-laws, they actually believe that pretty wholeheartedly.
Oh wow.
That birds aren't real.
I'm pretty sure Mark Mosier from Altitude Sports Radio, he thinks birds aren't real.
That fool's old as fuck. He's never seen a bird before the internet.
That's funny.
What about
you? A good one is the 9/11 one. Like that's a crazy conspiracy.
How the
government?
Crazy one.
Do you guys think our government had something to do with that?
I don't know. Everybody who built those said that the steel beams shouldn't have melted that the jet fuel heat that it caused, like that fire, it shouldn't have melted those steel beams like it did.
And remember when they first tried to attack the Twin Towers back in the day, back in like the 90s, or was it the 90s or early, like late 80s or something?
I think it was in the 90s.
I think it was 90s. I think 93 or 95, something like that. Yeah.
So, and this is all just stuff I've found on the internet, but they said they went and refortified the Twin Towers specifically to take that type of plane, to take, an impact from that type of plane. So they refortified it with all those beams and all that stuff. Yeah, and then all the beams were cut at like an angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they had sharp cuts in them. Like
it's very fishy, bro. It's definitely not.
Yeah,
there's a lot of red flags around it.
And the fact that you can see like on some of the videos, you can definitely see there's an explosion along.
And especially the plane that hit the Pentagon, all that, like how fishy that situation was, like with the camera work and all that stuff. Like
it was all hidden. It was all a distraction.
I remember right after the Pentagon one happened, they showed video of and fools were out there just picking up pieces. It's
and no plane.
Why are you doing that? Why are you picking stuff up you're trying to get rid of this stuff? Isn't there supposed to be? That's a crime, bro. You're supposed to treat it like a crime scene. See what happened. These people are immediately cleaning it up. It's that's weird as hell.
Yeah.
I think what's crazy is even the Twin Towers, how the plane hit super high, and it caused the whole building to implode on itself. You know what I mean?
Free fall, like how when they do controlled demolition.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I don't understand how it would a plane would hit the top and the bottom would fall down. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can see the top toppling over, but not like imploding on itself. You know?
Well, you guys saw those videos, right? Where like before the building was actually collapsed in parts, you saw the windows popping out. You know what I mean? And like, why would the
Yeah.
windows pop out as opposed to, I don't know. Like it seems like there was like explosions or something from the inside, blowing outwards and stuff. It's real fishy, and just like the fact that like the dudes had CIA pilot training, and I don't know. There's like I said, there's just so much things that are just so weird
Yeah, I
about
first
that.
took flight lessons, became a pilot, and they're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I was watching this like documentary or something on Discovery Channel, and they were saying like how it all happened, and like the FBI blames the CIA and CIA blames the FBI. Like they blame each other because there's miscommunications because like they knew about it, but nobody did anything about it because there was like emails that were being sent that like they didn't reach the people that they were supposed to. FBI says it made it to the CIA, and the CIA said that they never got it or something like that. But it was an interesting like documentary that kind of like put everything into like, okay, this could be real. Like, so I mean, other than like the actual building falling down, like, but the actual like terrorist thing happening.
This is the thing. All of like some of America's biggest enemies are people that they trained, that they used to break bread with, and like with Al Qaeda is military funded. And even the cartels, like the cartels buy weapons straight from the military, from the U.S. military. So it's like, I don't know. America does so much shady shit. It's the most powerful.
What's your guys' favorite conspiracy theory? What about you, Jake? We'll start with you, man.
Me, the reptile people. The reptilian elite, dog. That's that shit.
That's crazy.
People that there's these reptiles taking over the world trying to enslave us, that they have like all these advancements in technologies and shit. People are fucking crazy, dog. Like there's always hoaxes, but like there's videos of like showing like people blinking
Their eyes.
weird and like having like gill looking things on their necks, or like their necks are all crazy. Some of them can shapeshift. Like all this shit is just like fucking
reptilian master race.
Yeah, it's like they're like the Illuminati. I think. Like I think that's who the Illuminati is. It's like these just people who are. Yeah.
What if they're Martians? What if they destroyed Mars by going to war and corruption and all that, and they came here and now they're controlling? They're doing Earth what they did to Mars.
See, that'd be crazy, dog. I can see that kind of happening with the way the world is.
My thought process on that is like, why would they do that though? You know what I mean? Like, why would somebody like destroy everything and like knowing that they could possibly be destroyed too?
If you're talking about a different being, it's hard to rationalize with.
Yeah,
and they may not be trying to destroy everything.
Yeah, like we don't know how they think.
Control.
Well, a perfect example is like a lion, right? Like a lion will kill its own son because it's intruding on its pride or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so like we as humans, we're like, oh my god, why would he kill that little cub? You know what I mean? And we can't rationalize. So that's true what you're saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. What about you, Os? You got a favorite one?
A favorite one?
What's one that you like wholeheartedly believe?
The government is out to get you. And they're watching you right now. Yeah. Just in general, yeah.
Podcast right now.
Yeah, you're watching this podcast, and the government is watching you watch this podcast.
Yeah, and we're watching the government.
We're watching us record a video that you're going to watch.
Put that in your cranium. It's like, no, I don't know. I think the government, I guess, yeah, the government is not who they say they are. I guess
they're up to no good.
Yeah.
I think that's tied with like social media and stuff. Because like, I don't know if you've ever done that, like scroll through Facebook and you're like talking about something and an ad for that thing comes up.
Yeah, you're constantly being listened to. You're constantly being seen. Like these fools have they have cameras that could see like key signatures. Like even if they're not watching, they could see you like fucking somebody in your house from a fucking satellite.
I was watching the show today, and It was about this guy who used to deal with the cartels and stuff, and he was talking about like nowadays the cartel, like none of the cartels none of them want to be as big as like Chapo and stuff now. He's like, because once you get too big, that's when the American government gets involved and tries to get you and like tries to keep you cut off. He's like, and there's no way to escape it. He's like, satellites now could just read your plates from up in the sky, and like he's like, you can't. They'll find you. They're gonna find you at some point. Like there's no point in being
They're extremely powerful
like that anymore. So now it's just like beef all the fucking time. And they're all just warring with each other the entire time.
Because Chapo united Mexico, and then when he got arrested, it became any man's land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do you think if they have that kind of technology to like see like license plates and stuff, why do you think it takes so long for them to like find stuff or find people like when the Malaysian
they don't want to find them, I don't think.
They're looking
that's what
for
I'm saying.
information
Like,
more
hold
than
on,
people.
like the Malaysian airline that the airplane that like just suddenly
How
disappeared.
long ago was that though?
That was like in 2005.
That wasn't too long. That wasn't. I remember that shit.
No, maybe 2012 or something like that. It wasn't.
I didn't think it was that long.
I don't even think they could have done that back then with those. Like, I don't know. I think he was talking about recently,
I think they
like,
can.
as far as like maybe like 5-10 years ago at the most,
Bro, and like this is the thing too, like, and I'm also not of the belief, but like something I've thought about is like, what if there's always been, even if it's just a handful of families, like what the secret bloodlines or whatever, what if they've always had technology? I mean, because I look at like, there's always been advanced technology. Someone's always had advanced technology in the history of man, like from the pyramids to, I don't know, the Mayan calendar and looking at the stars and understanding just like these and crazy concepts. Like there's always been advanced technology.
You think there's bloodlines that have all the power?
There's an American site that the Native Americans built for seeing the stars and like keeping the constellations and stuff. It's like a giant but it's a giant snake in a hill. Like it's like they carved the hill to look like a snake, and at the head of the snake you go up there and it's observatory. Like they think that they cleared out all the trees out in front of it, but like if you could clear out all those trees, you could just see a perfect like fucking plane where the sun comes and stuff, or like goes by the earth and stuff. And he's like, yeah, it's an observatory. And then there's like little like monuments built around the head, like way off, like miles away. And they think it's because they were like they were tracking stuff and putting those little monuments to track where the sun came down over the horizon.
And like, look at how far along that was, Pooh, and like just think of the technology that people have now, especially if it's like crazy, like life-changing, like world-altering technology. People have it, but they don't release it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that's what I mean. Is like we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Aliens too, like they say that they have their planes and stuff. Have you ever seen that dude? Says he used to work in Area 51.
I've seen a guy like that.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar, yeah.
Bob Lazar.
Yeah, he's crazy. He said he found like this thing on the periodic table. Like it wasn't even on the periodic table, but it was something that he found in like a UFO that they were working on in Area 51, and it
is a new mineral or a new.
Yeah,
when he was
I don't know.
They didn't know what
element.
It was like the fuel for the UFO that they had, and he's like, we didn't have a name for it or anything. It was just like we hadn't discovered it, and then he's like we just fucking called it this one thing, and he's like, but like 20 years later we created it in a fucking one of them fusion things. And he's like, and they named it. That's what it is. It's like element 115 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
he's like
something bromine.
That shit, like by doing fusion fucking stuff.
Yeah, it's called like some CH bromine or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy.
He has a pretty cool podcast on with Joe Rogan. It's a pretty cool.
Check that out, Bill Lazar, huh? Bob Lazar. So I saw some guy like that. Maybe it was the same guy.
It's Moscovium.
Moscovium. Is that named after Moscow?
I think.
He's Russian?
No, he's a white guy.
He's American.
Yeah, he's a white
They found him because he put a rocket engine into his Honda.
Yeah.
What?
They were bringing people in on his story. They were bringing people in to try to figure out, to reverse engineer how the UFOs work. And he said like they would just have people in there all the fucking time, and then
Looking at it.
yeah, like trying to work on it, but then they would like die messing with something. Like his last partner before him died doing something, testing it. So they brought him in because he put an engine in his Corvette or something.
Like,
And they're like, "You know propulsion. You're a propulsion fucking engineer. See how you can get this shit to fly."
so like, you know, I saw a guy talking like that. He said the same thing, like he was like former NASA or something. But he said in one of the aircrafts they found, so like, you know, when you put gas in a car in a combustion engine, you're pushing the car, you know what I mean? You're creating something to push the car. But what they said that like aliens use to like, and it's like a different type of like propulsion and a different way to move things, is it's like through magnetism that you make the world around the craft push the craft. You know what I mean? So it's like a magnet. If you have, you know, a negative magnet, a positive magnet, it's going to repel this one. You know what I mean? So they set the ship to be like, I don't know, what if you could set something to be like to be repelled by oxygen, and you know wherever oxygen is, that shit can't be. So like it's constantly being moved, and you could like control, you know, the direction of the magnetism and stuff.
I wonder if that will like messes up like the magnetic poles and stuff though. Like if that would mess it up. You know what I mean? Like you know how when like a magnet, when they're pushing against each other, like there's stuff happening, like shifting and stuff, right? It's like shifting. So I wonder if that would cause the Earth to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And cause global warming. Just kidding.
Who knows, man? But like, see, and this is my thing, is that everything is a frequency. You know what I mean? Everything is based on frequency. The energy all around us is just all different frequencies. Yeah. So if you can control that shit and understand frequencies, like there's people that think that's how they built the pyramids, is like through sound. Like they, you know, when shit vibrates, it's easier, like, you know, and they just manipulated the frequencies and the atoms and was able to move, like, you know, giant blocks of stone. I don't know, there's all sorts of crazy knowledge out there, I think, that we don't know about.
Bob, he was in 1990, he was arrested for aiding and abetting a prostitution ring. I just read this in his fucking, what do you call it?
This guy lives a fucking life, huh?
Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar. That's crazy. Huh?
Gets around.
This is on Wikipedia. I don't know. Can they edit stuff on Wikipedia?
Oh, yeah.
He was pimping out
that might not, I don't know. You'd have to look it up yourself.
Pimping out the rocket Honda, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hop in, bitch. We got.
He was saying that like the government and stuff was like.
Oh yeah, they were putting stories on him and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like the people that were around him were getting like tax fraud and like all kinds of stuff happening to him because
that motherfucker was playing GTA in real life. Fly across the fucking map in his rocket car and pick up some horse.
But I don't believe that. Now that you say that though, Bob, like I don't believe that. Like that might be true. Like you really think this? I'll show you the picture of this. For this fool is not running no damn prostitution ring.
Yeah, he's a little nerd. He's got like glasses. Like he looks like actually, you know who he looks like? He kind of reminds me of Uncle Beba.
Yeah, this dude.
Oh damn!
Is there a better picture of him?
Let's see.
Just take out the element 115 on there. Just put Bob Lazar. I'm telling you, he kind of reminds me of Uncle Steve with like glasses and stuff.
That guy, that's what a pimp looks like. Nice.
Yeah, so now you know.
What a pimp with a rocket car looks like, dog.
Looks like Gator.
That's who was living GTA.
Yeah. If we hit a ramp to the bitches, dog.
To the red light district.
Did you hear about those scientists that were on their way to the train derailment in Ohio, and them fools died in a plane crash?
No, for real?
Yeah, just like a couple weeks ago, the people that were the scientists that were supposed to go over there and like do like to check the environment or whatever it was, they ended up dying in a plane crash.
Damn.
On their way over there.
That's nuts. Damn. That's a current conspiracy we gotta get on, man.
Well, there was that shit too with like Epstein and like a lot of those witnesses and people that had a lot of answers fucking dying and shit during that whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
I
nuts,
do
dude.
think that with like the internet and stuff though, I think a lot of things are a lot closer to being like truthful. Not I don't think we'll ever get truth, but I think things are starting to get released and stuff. I still think like people could edit stuff, and so it's hard, man. Like it's hard. Like you think about like how the like Trump released those UFO sightings, and then they just released that video of Pelosi's husband getting hit with the hammer or whatever. Like so, like those things never used to happen, and now like those things are starting to happen. But it's because I feel like people have more questions and stuff. And
Well, I think stuff like this has always happened. Like if we think about powerful civilizations, they were all fucking corrupt. Like Romans, all sorts of shit. But like the thing is like people could instantly report it now. Like there could be someone in the room that sees that, they text it to someone, and now all of a sudden it's real. Or they take a picture and send it to someone. Like everything could be instantly
Just
reported.
tweet that shit.
Yeah, just tweet it. But holy fuck, I just
the
saw
whole fucking world knows what's happening where you're at.
Get hit by a fucking hammer. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I think stuff like that's always happened. It's before, like, and this is one thing that we all got to remember too when we're looking at stuff like this is like, usually history is written by the victors. So like whoever's the last one standing says what happens. And, you know what I mean? And that's all we fucking know. So like, and, even people just lie about all sorts of shit, and like, I don't know, just take things with a grain of salt whenever you hear like anything from any source. You know what I mean? Because misinformation is aplenty.
Do you guys know anything about JFK's assassination?
That was real sketchy too. Like they think there's like a different shooter and shit, and like the CIA tried to kill him, or they're the ones that killed him.
That's what I was hearing. Actually, I was watching. I think it was Bill Simmons. I was listening to it, and that's what they were talking about. Bill Simmons was telling this one dude, I forgot who he was, but he said, he's like, I'm almost fully convinced now that the CIA killed Kennedy. And then the other guy was just like, Lee Harvey Oswald, when like people that knew him thought he was fucking like off the rocker. They said that he tried to kill somebody, like a general or something before that. Like he tried to kill somebody else, I don't know, a little while before he shot Kennedy. I saw something about too that they're gonna release information on that. And,
like documents and stuff.
Yeah, that they're supposed to release those pretty soon.
Yeah,
actually,
maybe they did,
Trump
and that's why
to do it. I think Trump was supposed to do it, and they said that he was too he chose not to. That they were like, they think he was like too afraid to let him go.
Yeah, maybe they did, and that's when all these UFO sightings started happening, and the Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that new JFK release just dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, we're trying to distract you.
Oh shit! There's UFOs and fucking balloons. Look.
What? How? Look at your phone.
And Russia's off the coast of Alaska. Russia's always been off.
Look at your phones. Record this.
South Korea has nukes. You never.
Russia's close as fuck to Alaska.
I know. That's how I got here. I crossed the Bering Strait, or what's it called? Yeah, isn't that what it's called? The frozen Bering Strait or something?
Yeah.
The little.
Goofy ass.
I wonder if that's true too. I want to know what the fuck the past really was like. I guess it's kind of pointless, but like that'd be cool to know. That'd be one. That's one I would want for your question there, Jake. That's the one I want to know in on. I just want to know how the fuck humans, where they really started from, and like the history of human beings.
Yeah, like the secrets behind, like being able to see, like from when the first human is till now, like seeing everything.
Yeah. I think humans are like really interesting. Like for us to go from being like cavemen to like right now how advanced like we are. Like I mean we're super advanced, but we're still also what is it called? Primitive, right? Like we're still like that. Like, but we're also super advanced. Like right now we're communicating through technology, through like it's just crazy how we came from something super small. Like even think about like the telephone, right? Like your voice before was going through a little line. Do you know what I mean? And now like our voices traveling over these airwaves to people in the whole other side of the world if we wanted to. We're literally communicating with Jake, and he's a whole state away. Like that's crazy. Like to think about.
At the touch of a button, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, communications come a long way.
What if it's forbidden knowledge, man? Look at Apple's fucking logo, man. The forbidden fruit is knowledge.
Yep, I'm going
And
back
that's
to
what our
Android.
whole world is. Is like, you know how people
That's why
back in the day, like they
Android.
thought people were gonna be flying around in cars and stuff.
If we
It's
ever
because
go
they
to the
thought they were gonna
afterlife,
have,
dog,
huh?
if we ever go to, like, you know, in the afterlife when we learn everything, I guarantee we're gonna be baffled by how many things are just in plain sight. Like how many fucking secrets and like super powerful knowledge is just right in front of us all the time.
Yeah, true.
The most powerful things in life are simple. I'll tell you that shit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
I think-
but yeah, we were supposed to be like nuclear. People thought we were gonna be on nuclear power when we were gonna have eternal power. That's what they thought the future was gonna be. That's why they thought like Fallout, basically. You know, like
Yeah. Nuclear power to everything.
Yeah, nuclear power,
Yeah.
fucking everything and shit like that.
Robots powered by
Really, what the
nuclear
future
energy.
was endless information. Like we just have endless knowledge now. We can just get anything we want. You fools just were talking about how you can go on YouTube and just learn whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Any little project you guys do, you just look it up on YouTube and it's.
Then why do I feel people are stupider than they fucking ever been?
That's why.
People don't seek knowledge. I don't think nobody really does anymore.
I think it's because everybody is
and entertainment all the time. At least in America,
yeah.
that's what they want.
Sure.
And I think too, a lot of people they look at stuff and they don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people just don't care. They're just like, whatever. It's easier to just go along with stuff than to do things yourself or anything like that.
I think in a way we're all desensitized by the amount of information that we have available to us.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what to focus on. You know, like back in the day, if you read that shit out of a book, I mean, one person can't read, you know, so many books, you know what I mean? It takes time. So like whatever you learned in that book is what you knew, you know what I mean? But now you can go on your phone and go through Facebook and you're learning shit constantly, seeing different things, and we're just so desensitized. Like everything is just tossed at us and, you know, like overabundant quantities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're going to consume anything, just only consume the Box Day Boys podcast.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah,
Every Wednesday.
Yeah, that's all you need. You're gonna get all your information from us. You know, we'll lead you down the right path. This is sounding too culty now.
Yeah.
Join the family.
Join the family. Yeah. Drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah.
You know what?
Jake?
Huh?
Who we gonna go all see together?
Oh, we're gonna go see our father. Join the family.
That's fun.
All right, guys. I think that's a good time for to wrap it up. Thanks to Bob for coming back and hanging with us and having these conversations with the gang. So it's always nice to have you on here, man. We love the conversation you bring. We love everything about what you bring to the show, dog.
We love
Os,
you, baby.
we love you. Os, thank you. Jakey, thank you. Jake, you have a question to ask the folks at home, correct?
Yeah, I do. We're gonna keep
That's
this
good.
one nice and simple, kinda, and you'll see what happens next episode. But what is your guys' favorite movie? All-time favorite movie? If you had to choose one, what was something you would just, you know, is better than anything else you've ever seen?
That's a good one, man. I'm excited because we're gonna have a bracket of our favorite movies up on the next one, so keep an eye out on that. It should be dropping next Wednesday. We're getting ready for March Madness, so we're throwing some brackets up. Hopefully, you guys can participate. We'll find a way for you guys to participate in that. But yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap it up. Anybody got some ending words? Anything to say before we go?
Yeah. Anyone got anything that they want to plug or support or shout out to anyone or?
Yeah, we got shout outs. Always got to do some shout outs, man.
Oh man, I got a shout out to Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP.
About to be 3-time.
About to be 3-time.
You know,
And the
man.
Nuggets for about to be the 2023 champions.
Hey, I wanted to shout out Mr. Brew the Fourth on Twitter for getting this push in. He's been asking about these episodes dropping and stuff, so it's cool to know people want to hear this.
It's coming, Mr. Brew. It's coming. I promise.
That's true.
It's coming sooner
It's
than you
definitely
think.
brewing. It's
At this point, it's already
brewing,
here.
huh?
At this point, it's here, Mr. Brew.
Yeah.
It's here, right in front of you.
Hopefully you got to
Yes.
episode 4 and you can't wait for next week's episode. But yeah. Oh, and shout outs to Leah, man, for becoming our #1 fan.
Yeah,
Shout out.
he followed us on everything.
Yeah.
And he's
She's
been there the
awesome,
whole
man.
time.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else?
Os, want to
All right.
send us out, man?
Yeah, you got it, man. As always, physical health is wealth. Mental health is wealth. Love yourself and love the world around you. See you next time.
Peace.